but I think we did a great job of winning our duels, defending the box, clearances, and just doing whatever we had to keep the ball out of the net. It's a tough place to play. Orlando's a great team, and yeah, we had to really work for that one tonight.
I am curious about the opening stage of the game when you were under quite a bit of pressure. I think you probably made more saves in that spell than maybe the rest of the game even. What was Orlando doing to sort of cause that issue, and how were you able to sort of before halftime sort of at least alleviate the problems?
We're used to them sitting in more of a low block, not really pressing us high, but this time they kind of played a little higher with Banda and Marta, starting around the top of our box. So it didn't really let us get into the shape that we wanted, building with three. So it took us a little bit to adapt. I think we eventually found some space. There was a lot of space in the pockets and then behind, but we just weren't making the right decisions on the ball. So, like you said, I was busy, but a lot of it just came from bad decisions and turnovers where then we're kind of scrambling and giving them good opportunities.
Appreciate it. I'll pass the mic here.
Luis, go ahead.
Luis Rodriguez from the De La Línea podcast. First of all, congratulations for the clean sheet. The second one, how important is this victory for the goals of the team for this season?
Yeah, this is huge. I think we've seen that Orlando and Kansas City especially are setting themselves ahead of the pack in terms of just dangerous attacking teams, scoring lots of goals, and I believe they were undefeated before this. So anytime we play them, it's an important match in terms of the standings. So that's huge, especially to win on the road. It's a hard place to play. And yeah, we didn't have the most deep roster available today. So just really really proud of our players, everyone who came in today and made an impact and were able to get away with that 3 points.
Andre, go ahead.
Hey, Aubrey, thanks for speaking with us, and congratulations on the win and the clean sheet. Wanted to first ask about it was a clean sheet because a goal was taken away. I want to ask you what your perspective was on that call and what kind of you saw and what you felt during that moment.
Yeah, I knew it was coming back. Corner kick and swinger, and I had a girl kind of pushing me into the goal, so I couldn't catch and hold it, or I would have fallen into the net. So I had to kind of bat it away while I'm being pushed back and couldn't really get too much power on it. And I think it maybe hit one of our teammates in it. I'm not sure. I didn't see it after that, but I immediately went to him and said, they're backing me into the goal. You can't do that. And I grabbed the ball and I put it on the goal kick. So glad they got that one right. But yeah, they're a physical team. I think we did a good job to match them. But yeah, I would say that VAR was in our favor on that.
Yeah, and I think it was Gabby Carl who
Oh,
like, batted off the back of her head. Uh,
yeah,
yeah,
unfortunate, but right. I mean, because I'm being pushed into the net, like I can't hold that. Can't do that.
right. I did want to ask you more broadly about obviously the battle with Orlando. It's definitely becoming a thing now, and the Spirit in 2025 are 2-0 against them, one trophy, one regular season win. What is the team's perspective about just this rivalry developing, and what were the kind of the vibes of the team going to face Orlando again?
They're a top team. I don't think we beat them at all last year, so it was great to win the Challenge Cup and kind of turn that momentum around. I think that gave us some confidence then this time coming back to Orlando and having a good memory here. We knew it was going to be a fight. That was kind of like our word for the day is fight. We know they're physical, and so we matched that. Wasn't the best soccer, but I think when you have these games against the top teams in the league, like it's going to take a little bit more than just quality soccer. You gotta bring some energy, bring some fight, and have a little luck. And that was on our side today.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Andre.
Quick follow-up on what Aubrey mentioned. Spirit's first regular season win over the Pride since I believe it was late in the 2021 season.
Wow, that's
First
a long
win
time.
in Orlando since October 2019.
Wow, yeah. See, that's huge. Because technically Challenge Cup would be like a tie, right? Because, well, but regulation ended 1-1, so
All right,
I
and
like
we will
that.
wrap up with Jose.
Hey Aubrey, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
As the captain of the team, how important is it for you? You kind of mentioned it earlier about like how you guys are together as a unit. With all the injuries piling up the way they are, how big is it to get a win like this against a team like Orlando and helping you guys stick together through all the injuries?
Yeah, the strength in this team is just the sum of the players, and we've always had a strong sense of togetherness and camaraderie, and we support one another really well. And so yeah, there's a lot of people that we wish were out there on the field with us, and hopefully some will be getting back soon here, but everyone who's gotten an opportunity to play has stepped up and done really well, and we're just increasing our depth, and we have a really big squad now of players who can step in, play different roles, and be asked to do different things just depending on the opponent and the game. So yeah, really proud of just our versatility and the overall just fight and togetherness.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Not really how we wanted to play in the first half, but to be able to get to halftime with a 0-0 slate and then stepping up big in the second half, I think was great for us. And these are like the type of games that you're going to face towards the end of the season. So to deal with that now, I think was really big for our team and how we were able to keep it 0-0 until we got that goal.
I wanted to ask a little about we're so used to seeing you with the Spirit specifically play right center back or the right of that back three. I know with the national team there's been a little left center back. Today you were over there. What went into that from your perspective, and how do you think it went?
Yeah, I think it was just the personnel we had on the field, so we kind of had to switch up the um my positioning and we wanted to build up with the back three, so just yeah, being more on the left side. I think there wasn't as many opportunities to go forward, so just finding like the free pass. I know that I gave the ball away too many times, so I wasn't very happy about that. But yeah, I think once we got settled into the game, I was able to find the open pass and we were able to break their line a little better.
Appreciate it. Pass the mic here.
Over to Andre.
Hey Tara, congrats on the win and the clean sheet. Want to first ask you about the versatility of the back line. Jonah said that he likes to be unpredictable, and everybody kind of assumes that's in attack. But you've also been very unpredictable in defense. We've seen a back three, a back five with players moving around, including yourself. What does that kind of do and kind of allow you to do against an opponent like Orlando, who can attack in so many different ways?
Yeah, I think it's great. They have a lot of great players on the front line, so being able to limit those threats with whatever tactics that Jonah gives us throughout the week, I think is really great. And it seems to be working for us. So I'm just really happy about that and happy to have a clean sheet against Orlando when they've been doing well this season so far.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you about defending. I know it's defending collectively, but 1v1, you've had quite a few battles with Barbara Banda now, and it looks like you've come on top in several of them, way more than many other defenders that we see in this league. Not to have you give away any secrets, but just like, is she a matchup that you just get really extra up for, or you're just really locked in? Like, what is kind of your mindset going into battles with Banda?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like the same, just going against anyone in the league. I want to be locked in the whole game and don't want to get beat by anyone. So I kind of treat it the same way, but definitely gotta go in a little harder against her.
Appreciate it. Congrats on the win again.
Thanks.
And over to Mario.
Hey Tara, congrats on the win. I just want to ask, what is the importance of getting a shutout and just having the defense having that kind of cohesion that helps stop a very good offense in Orlando?
It feels great, honestly. Like that's what we strive for as a defense. So our attackers want to score and we just want to keep the goals out of our net. So to be 0-0 or 0-1 against a team like that is amazing. And I feel like the way that we've been going this season and getting shutouts more so than maybe we did last season feels great.
Just a little bit speaking on the just on the injuries that are piling up, how is it important for that next player out mentality going into these games going forward with despite the injuries?
Yeah, I think that's what we have a lot of depth, and that's what Jonah really harps on throughout the week is everyone being ready and everyone knowing the tactics and being prepared to for when they do have to step up. And like today, we had a lot of people step up in roles that maybe they haven't played before. So I think it's really great, and we have a lot of depth on the team and versatility.
Thank you for the question. We were having problems in the first half. I think we had the spaces to play in build up, in base, in pocket spaces outside, but we didn't find. We lost too many balls inside, and we had to way other way to attack better. And I decided to put two strikers. Hachi starting from the 10 position, but stretching as much as possible with Monday, and Lacey coming inside from the right wing, trying to find a pocket, especially in the right side. Because they're building up with three. We had two of the three center backs on the right side, plus McKenna, plus Gabby. I think we had good feelings in possession because then we were able, to go forward because again, the spaces were there. So that dynamic was really good. And after the goal, after changing Hachi, we expected, being honest, we had to move some pieces and try to survive in the end and win the game.
I did want to ask about Ashley. It looked maybe like once she played on, it looked like her discussion was maybe about her vision, but it's hard to tell from TV. I was wondering if you could give us an update on her.
Being honest, I haven't spoken with her, but I've been speaking with the medical department. They told me that was a concussion, but with the ball. So I think that's good news. But being honest, I don't have information right now because they have to check. I hope that it's nothing important. She told me during the game that she was not feeling good, and we have to do the sub. That again, we didn't expect it, but we had to do it.
Thanks, Jonah. I'll pass the mic here.
You're welcome.
We'll go over to Jose.
Jonah, thank you for speaking with us and congrats on the result.
Nothing.
First, can you kind of explain what you've seen building up to this week with Gift Monday and the decision of having her start and what you thought of her overall performance and keeping that pressure for that goal, obviously?
Yeah, she's a good player. I know her from a long time ago. The last 3 seasons that she was playing in Spain, I know her pretty well. I know that this season she's scoring a lot of goals playing as a striker. Years ago, she has been playing as a left wing, especially in the left wing in Tenerife. And today she has a specific role attacking to stretch as much as possible to create spaces in pocket. We tried that in the first half to create space for Courtney and Hachi, but we didn't play well, being honest, the first half. And after in the second half, try to put other support, other players there, Hachi being higher too, and don't give her just the responsibility to Monday to stretch with other players there. I think she played better. And the second thing, the intention to be aggressive and jump keeper. Because in the first half she didn't. We had 2 times that Courtney and Hachi, we were pressing the first line when we were high, and we did a good job, but we had to do that more times. So it's completely normal because being the first game against an amazing team that I don't know how many games they didn't lose here at home, but she did pretty well. I mean, the action that she does in the action to get the ball back and she scores because we've been speaking about that. We need to, after pressing center back, be ready to jump keeper. So I'm very happy for her because it was not an easy job today, playing the first game, not having too many players available to play today. So scoring that goal, I think, is going to increase the confidence for the next of the season.
You mentioned there are missing players right before kickoff. The news about Trinity Rodman came out. Can you speak a little bit of what you knew about Trin not being available today and what you know about her potential return in the future?
Being honest, right now is too soon to speak about that. Today I was focused on the game. I had not too much information because today the most important thing was try to win this game, this difficult game against Orlando. So I guess in the next days I will have more information and I will be able to share with all of you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And over to Aubrey.
Hey, Jonah, thanks for speaking with us and congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Before the match, you talked a little bit about wanting to be unpredictable, and we normally think about being unpredictable in terms of attacking, but the defense was really unpredictable today. You had Tara on the left side, you had McKenna Morris over there as well, who eventually became a winger. But like you had so many different looks and different things that you threw at Orlando. What does it kind of help you do that the defense is able to be so versatile, and you have so many versatile players who can do so many different things?
We end the game with five in the back. You know, we were playing some games with five, but we were attacking just with three. The team knows how we have to play with five. But being honest, the last 5, 10 minutes I didn't like a lot because we were giving them too many options to receive outside, and we wanted to avoid that a little more. But yeah, I had to do some changes. That was the plan. The first half, for example, we had Courtney and Hatch in pocket, Hatch in the right pocket. The second half, we put Lacey coming from the right and Hatch stretching because we had to do a big change for the second half to have more chances to win the game. Because if we were doing to do, the same things as we were doing the first half, we were not having going to have chances to win. That was my perspective. That decision to change a lot of things, attacking and also defending. But in the end of the day, I like when we are smart defensively, understand in the spaces that we need to get the ball back, and understanding also the characteristics of the player that we have, where we can get the ball back, and once we get the ball back, how we can threat or how we can reorganize in possession. So I am happy because we got the 3 points, but for sure we have a lot of things to keep improving for the future.
Appreciate that. And wanted to ask about Orlando specifically. It feels like this is now a legitimate rivalry within the league where they won a bit last year. Obviously, they won the Shield and then won the championship game, but you won the Challenge Cup and then won this game. What does it feel like? What is kind of the vibe now going into matches against Orlando, given the history, the short history between the two teams?
Being honest, I don't think it's not gonna change a lot. Probably in terms of emotions, they will have more desire. Next time that they will face against us to beat us. Today they did a good job. I mean, they played so well. They create chances to score. They could score some goals, but at the same time, we did a good job defensively, especially. We identified the moment that we could be aggressive at the possession, and we were defending the box. I think pretty well. I have to, review the game again to see exactly what happened during the game, but they are an amazing team. I mean, it's so difficult to defend them. It's very difficult to defend Marta playing between lines, having free movements. Attacking is very difficult to defend. Banda, Watt in the second half. Chilufa coming inside, Angelina playing as a full midfielder, sometimes inside, other times outside. Abelo is an amazing player playing outside, but also playing inside in base. So it's an unpredictable team. Also, it was very challenging for me to prepare this game, but I am very happy because we got the 3 points.
I appreciate it. And yeah, congrats on that win. Big.
Thank you.
And over to Mario.
Buenas noches, Jonah. Felicitaciones por los 3 puntos. Solo quería preguntar, ¿qué es la importancia de la colectivo defensivo en sacar estos 3 puntos y tener la portería invicta esta tarde ante un equipo como Orlando?
Bueno, es el tercer partido que estamos con la portería cero. Son buenas noticias, muy buenas noticias. Creo que eso nos da confianza y también nos da sentido a todo lo que vamos trabajando durante la semana, ¿no? Entender las cosas que hacemos para que el equipo pueda ganar partidos. No queda otra. Al final, por la manera que hemos tenido, que cambiar muchas veces el sistema, los roles, las posiciones de algunas jugadoras para ganar el partido de hoy, estoy muy orgulloso de ellas porque las veces que lo hemos cambiado, la adaptación ha sido súper rápida y creo que eso es muy importante para el crecimiento del equipo.
Hablando un poco sobre las lesiones que ha tenido el equipo, ¿hay un sentido de la próxima jugadora o como next player up, como se dice en inglés? Para ti, ¿qué ha sido la importancia de tener las jugadoras el equipo tener ese rol de ser un poquito más protagonista y intentar uh, or just to pretty much have the team step up into filling the roles despite the injuries?
In English or Spanish?
In Spanish,
Spanish, okay,
in Spanish, in
saying
Spanish,
the
yeah.
last, I don't know how you wanted to
Yeah, no, in Spanish is fine.
Vale,
I'm
en
sorry.
español, perfecto. Evidentemente, cuantas más jugadoras tengamos disponibles, mucho mejor. Es verdad que esta semana ha sido una semana muy rara, muy difícil para poder preparar en términos de disponibilidad. Sabemos que hay muchas jugadoras que están a punto, no queremos forzar a ninguna porque estamos en el momento inicial de la temporada. Pero bueno, lo que más me gusta es la manera de competir que tiene el equipo. Es decir, no hay nadie que sea imprescindible. Todas estamos con la capacidad de competir pase lo que pase y creo que eso es lo más importante. Ver, ¿no?, el lado positivo de toda esta película, de todo este partido, sabiendo las pocas jugadoras que teníamos para jugar hoy, pero lo bien que hemos competido como equipo y por ende que hemos conseguido los 3 puntos.
Gracias, Jonah.
De nada.
And we'll wrap up with Luis.
Buenas tardes, coach. Felicidades por la victoria. Quiero preguntarte, empezando a preguntarte, ¿qué tan importante es tener una arquera como Aubrey en tu sistema? O sea, una arquera que básicamente es la capitana, pero también es como quizás esa jugadora que es como la parte importante del equipo.
Pues mira, nos ha dado mucho, no voy a inventar nada porque el año pasado ya visteis, ¿no?, los penaltis, lo bien que prepara y luego tiene muchísima personalidad para trabajar, para entrenar, ¿no?, las situaciones extras al final del partido, leer muy bien los tiempos que necesita el partido. Obviamente tiene cosas que mejorar como el resto de sus compañeras, pero en líneas generales nos da mucha personalidad. Creo que es una portera con muchísima personalidad y hoy, pues mira, felizmente ha hecho un partido redondo, ha ayudado mucho al equipo y es su tercer partido con la portería cero. Por lo tanto, muy contento por ella.
Preguntarte un poco también, ya te han preguntado varias veces, pero sobre la estrategia del partido. O sea, has dicho en varias preguntas que te han hecho que has ido modificando ¿verdad? Depende lo que ha pasado en el partido. ¿Ya esto era algo que ya lo tenías planeado? Si pasaba esto, cambiabas a esto, ¿o ha sido algo que has ido fluyendo con
Ha habido,
con las cosas del partido?
Sí, ha habido cosas que estaban planeadas. Sinceramente, lo he tenido que cambiar. El rol de Lacey en segunda parte me imaginaba que iba a ser otro, que iba a jugar en otra posición, pero bueno, después de lo que vi en la primera parte, creí que lo mejor era que ella iniciase en el lado derecho para poder ubicarse en ese cuadrado, tener salida más limpia por el lado derecho. Y a su vez también poder defender ese cuadrado rival que nos hacía mucho daño, que nos hizo mucho daño en la primera parte. Y después, pues evidentemente con lo que nos ha pasado con Hachi, pues hemos tenido que ajustar algunas cosas. Sencillamente, sinceramente era algo que no estaba previsto y que nos hemos tenido que adaptar en el momento, pero creo que creo que lo hemos resuelto con nota.